Not every caravan trip goes to plan. Some are absolutely fantastic adventures, and some are just complete disasters. This is another Vanother Collective collaboration vlog, and this month's subject is our best and worst trips. And as usual, because it's a collaboration vlog, we'll have all the logos up here. I think they might have to fit above your head this time.
Right, okay.
And all the channel links will be in the description down below. So go check the other channels out, watch their vlogs. They'll all have very different ideas to what we do, but let's get on with this vlog. So we're going to start with the positives, I think. When Abby sits down, because she likes to be in the vlogs. Sit there. So, positives. We've had some absolutely wonderful trips over the years of our caravanning, motorhoming, campervanning, and everything else. But one that stands out for me is a couple of years back when we went to Burford Caravan and Motorhome Club site. The reason Burford was a good trip for us, and we booked this site for one reason and one reason only, that right opposite the site entrance is the entrance to Cotswold Wildlife Park. And the wildlife park is dog friendly. So we thought it was something different we could do where we could take Abby along with us. Because as you know, all our trips are planned around taking Abby with us. We don't leave her anywhere. She goes everywhere with us. Don't you? And you liked all the animals.
And it was really nice to see. I've been looking at giraffes and stuff.
Oh, well, yeah. You went to the porcupine, wasn't it? She was looking over the wall and she just absolutely loved it.
There were so many things that she would never see in her life, isn't it?
That was really the reason that this was a really good trip for us. Abby, I'm trying to talk.
One of the best trips, I think.
It was one of the best trips. It was really, really nice. And we went on from there to a few other really good places, didn't we? We went from there did we go to Salisbury from that one, where we met up with the chaotic campervanners, which was really nice. Really enjoyed meeting up with them.
And we got some cakes.
And they brought cakes, and cakes always make it good, don't they? Anyway, so then we went to Hermanfest at Tucker's Graving. This is all within the same trip, and that was good because that's the oldest cider house in the country, and that's where I'd started drinking bee sting cider, which I can't drink at the minute because of my stomach, but it is really, really nice.
I had to have a few ciders.
You did, didn't you?
I struggled.
You forced yourself, didn't you? And from there we went to Henley-on-Thames. Obviously, you get a lot of rowing out there. That
Henley
was
Regatta.
Henley Regatta, Oh, we had, went to a nice little pub, didn't we? And had fillet steak, which were really nice. Sat out in the garden. Abby was rather taken to fillet steak as well, wasn't you? Hey, I think she's just watching herself in the camera. And then we went to what's one of our all-time favourite sites, St Neots Camping and Caravanning Club. And we liked that place, and that were like a spectacular ending to that trip, wasn't it? Because it's just such a beautiful site, and on the riverbanks as well. It's just amazing. So I think really that is our positives. Have you got any other things you want?
There's so many sites. All the sites we go to are absolutely lovely, aren't they?
We've got to be honest, not many.
We've got negatives,
we haven't got many negatives, and we haven't really had many bad trips, but there has been a few occasions where things have not quite gone according to plan. Because if anybody knows me, I plan everything down to a T.
You do?
I have spreadsheets for spreadsheets. I think it's because of the job I do at work. I just plan everything out. All the money's counted up down to the last penny.
And all the routes. And
all the routes are planned out, where we need to come off at each roundabout. Google Earth, Google Maps, whichever. And it is just absolutely planned down to a T. I leave nothing to chance. And to be fair, over the years, it's served us really well doing this. Although there's a few people think I'm absolutely mad. I've actually already got mapped out. I saw that. I've actually already got mapped out our trip for June. So where we're going, what we're doing, what time we need to leave here, what time we need to leave there to arrive on time, and all that sort of thing. Just absolutely bedlam is my computer with all the planning things on it. But
Can I just say?
Yeah, of course you can.
Last year we went to the same site, the same stopover at Gloucester Services, and you ripped me off with a pie.
I did rip you off with a pie because by the time you answered your phone and said you wanted it, somebody else had already pinched it.
It was the last pie.
But that is another good point. Gloucester Services is like no other services. It's just absolutely fantastic. And we stopped there on the way down to Top Cornwall overnight. It's got a special area for motorhomes, campervans and caravans. So they don't get excluded like they do on a lot of park-up places. And it's just amazing. It's a farm shop, farm cafe, everything. And there's just nothing like it. But I say it's got a dedicated area for parking for the night. And they've got a dedicated dog walk as well.
And we've planned it in for this year.
We've planned it in for this year because first stop off
really I might get a pie.
You might do.
If
we get there early enough. Yeah. But it's a good stop off. It's our first stop on our road trip this year is Weston-super-Mare. So we'll stop at Gloucester Services. It's probably less than an hour away, but it means we can sort of arrive where we're staying refreshed and ready to go because there's showers and toilets and everything at the services that you can use. So now going on, we're going to do one or two negatives now. Our negatives, as I've said, due to my planning that I drive everybody mad with, we don't have a lot of issues. The biggest issue we have generally comes from the weather. So travelling, especially if we're in the caravan. Campervan's not really an issue because it's just like an oversized car. You can take it out in most of the weathers we get. I wouldn't say all the weathers we get, but most of them. But the wind with the caravan, this has happened to us a couple of times since we've gone back to the caravan. First one was Christmas before Christmas just gone. Did I get that right? Yeah. So Christmas before Christmas just gone, we was just going up to Caton Village for Christmas and New Year. And it was really windy and we knew the winds were coming. So we set off to storage early. And it was just like, Abby, stop looking me. I'm trying to talk. I'm the video. I'm trying to make a video. So we got to storage a little bit early. In fact, we'd set off a bit early and we'd sort of park up on the coast road. By the time we got to storage, which is a 40-minute drive from home, the winds were picking up, the trees were swaying. So I thought, right, we're not going to mess about. We're just going to get hitched up and we're going to get on the road.
Is that the one where we pulled over thinking?
We did pull over and it didn't help.
We decided to pull over in a lay-by.
We just passed Bridlington at that point.
And we said, oh, the wind should calm down. But did it?
No, it got worse.
It got worse. So,
and I tell you, it was probably the scariest trip we've ever done. What is it, about 30 odd mile, 40 mile? Yeah, it's not far, is it?
Not far from, no, not as much as that. But it was about 6 or 7 miles we had to do, maybe 8 miles.
Yeah, I think it was 8 miles. And we're watching on the satellite miles counting down, and the caravan was blowing. And we come out from under a bridge and it hit the caravan.
Yeah, I thought it had gone over.
Yeah, Andy thought it was going over. Yeah. And because he said, the caravan's going over, then my heart was in my mouth. And it was like, oh my God, this caravan ain't even a year old yet and we're going to lose it. And it was honestly so scary. It was unbelievable. And we've had this a few times with the wind. When we went to Furry Meadows last August.
Every time it seems to go away in the caravan, it seems to be like 40, 50 mile an hour winds when we're coming back or going there, doesn't it?
We went to Furry Meadows. We go down the A1M. It's one of the worst roads to go on in the wind because it's always crosswinds. And again, we're going to leave home at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning to arrive there for 1 o'clock. And we didn't. We were still sat at home at 1 o'clock because the wind was like nearly 50 mile an hour. And I don't know about anybody else that caravans, but we won't chance it.
No.
We're not that stupid. I have seen people out on the road in ridiculous winds, And for us,
we're not
it's
saying
just,
people are stupid.
no, we're not. But for us, it's not going to happen. You know,
Yeah.
we're just not going to do it.
Well, let's be safe, don't we?
Yeah. And even then, I mean, we did see other caravans on the way to storage. And we felt a bit happier knowing other caravans were out by this time, didn't we? But when we were on the A1M, again, we got a gust of wind and it blew the caravan across into the next lane.
Wait until the next lane, yeah. We
and
did,
so
yeah.
fortunately, there was nothing in the lane at the time, because I can't imagine what would have happened if there'd have been a vehicle in that lane. We'd have just whacked it with a caravan. And what would have happened to the caravan and the car and the people in the car is just, I just don't even want to think about it, to be fair. So the wind is the worst enemy, I think, for caravans.
Yeah.
We've also had torrential rain. More on site than anything, to be fair. I mean, again, going back to the Ferry Meadows trip, the first day we were on site, it was torrential rain. It was just absolutely pouring down. There was just no let up in it,
vlog shows that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I will put some clips of things I'm talking about throughout the vlog so that you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, for us, I think the weather spoils things more than anything. We've gone to odd campsites as well, just going away from the weather for a minute. We've gone to the odd campsites that we've not really liked them. We've not really settled in there, felt comfortable. And one in particular springs to mind, just a local site that we used called Cherry Burton Leisure Park. And it wasn't totally bad. They had a nice big marquee where they have entertainment on, they have bands on, and that was really nice.
That was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah. And we had nice pizza in there, didn't we? Because they do the wood-fired pizzas or whatever. I don't know if they're wood-fired actually, but anyway, they were really nice. And the dogs are allowed in there as well. But the actual campsite had been so neglected. It just didn't feel
I think it's
nice,
taken over by different owners now, isn't it?
New owners have got it, and I've been following them on Facebook and talking things and commenting. And we have said to the owners that we will go back again in the summer and revlog this campsite. And I think actually we've got a future vlog coming up to vlog a local campsite, so I might actually do it as that one. We'll see. But it just didn't feel nice. There was rubbish everywhere. I don't mean rubbish as in food waste.
When we turned up at the site, the entrance of the site, all the flowers were dead and
they were all dead, and just out flower boxes were just full of weeds, weren't they? It wasn't very nice. And we said we'd never go back.
But the grass was overgrown, wasn't it?
Yeah. Because they've got new owners, we're going to give it a go. And we're going to revlog it, as I say, and see how we get on. The owners know that I'm going to go and vlog it, so I'm sure everything will be just nice for us to go to. But yeah, them's sort of the things that make a trip really bad for us. As I say, we haven't had many bad trips.
We haven't really, have we?
No, but again, it comes down to planning and everything else, and that's just the way I am. I plan everything. I can't help it. But yeah, I think really that is all our info for best and worst trips. Some of them have been in the motorhome, some of them been in the caravan. We haven't had
that many bad ones, have we?
No. None of the ones I've talked about we've actually done in the camper, but the camper's invaluable and we're going to use it absolutely loads this year. The poor caravan, I don't think it's going to get used an awful lot. We'll take it up to Brid, we'll do whatever as we do. But our main trip this year is in the campervan, so hopefully it's going to be the best trip ever. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Sorry, I get excitable. So that is our best and worst trips. And as I say, it is a Vanother Collective collaboration vloggeration. Oh God, start again. It is a Vanother collaboration vlog. So don't forget, go into the description below, watch all the other channels and see what they have to say. But from me, Andy and Abby, that is it. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.